Hello, it's Andryanna here. I'm so grateful that you are choosing to take this time for yourself to tune inward, to enjoy this somatic embodiment piece. This is a bonus episode. This is something really special that I'm sharing with you today. A few weeks ago, I had the great pleasure of speaking with integrative health coach Katarina Hunter, and that was in episode 104. So you can definitely check that out. We're looking at navigating stress, anxiety, and healing through nervous system regulation. And what we talked about is really that connection between our mental, emotional, and physical health. And so in that episode, we looked at nervous system dysregulation and that connection between our mind and body and how we can de-stress effectively. And it's not just by taking one bubble bath. It's not just by, going for a walk. It's really how we can heal our bodies in a way that's truly going to be helpful in the long run. So this is a somatic embodiment piece and practice that Katarina walks us through and takes us through. And it's really that process of being connected with ourselves and our bodies and being present in the moment, understanding that we are safe in the moment, understanding that we can be calm and that we can put our nervous system at ease. Something that Katarina is doing in the very near future that I would just like to point out before we get started with this piece and before I move into the practice with Katarina is that she is hosting a free workshop called From Burnout to Balance. It's happening on Friday, July 12th from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's really, really a beautiful workshop that's designed to look at bodies from the state of what burnout truly is. It is not a mental disorder. It's not a problem with our mindset. It is truly our nervous system, our body becoming stuck in that overwhelm and that stress mode. It's nothing to do with lack in abilities. In fact, the very smart and highly intelligent people are more prone to anxiety and burnout due to higher levels of sensitivity to external stimuli. So in order to heal from burnout, we really have to recover the nervous system from overwhelm if you want to return to that functional balance. So this practice is short and it's designed to help you come back into yourself, help you come back to the present moment and really put your nervous system back into a regulated state. So I hope you enjoy. Feel free to come back to this as often as you like. And please, if you find this helpful, share it with a friend so that they can enjoy this somatic embodiment work as well. I'm so grateful because you have agreed to take this one step further for the listener because you are going to support us even more by sharing a short somatic grounding and containment practice. So this is something that we can come back to. This is something that we can experience now that kind of brings it all together. And I'm really, really looking forward to this. And I will pass the mic over to you so that we can do this practice. But before I go ahead and mute myself, can you share what it is that you're going to be guiding us through and what we can expect from this?
Thank you. So, as we've talked about this today, it doesn't always feel safe to be in our bodies. So, what I would like to do is begin a somatic practice where we start with noticing our environment. Then we will come closer to our bodies of noticing our skin and our body in contact with the external world. And then very gently, we will do a little bit of noticing of our inner bodies and finish with a containment practice that promotes that down regulation or calming of the sympathetic nervous system. If there is any uptick in that anxiety. And it also promotes self-compassion. Self-compassion is really one of the greatest tools in embodied healing and nervous system regulation. So this will give you, this will show you how you can bring self-compassion on that embodied level, not just as a intellectual concept that, you know, we have so much of out there, but what does that actually feel like in your body as a felt sense? So I'll just do a little introduction through this practice to your listeners so they can just begin to have a little bit of an idea of what this might look like. But it is essentially about the felt sense of safety that our nervous systems really need in order for us to self-regulate and to go on our healing journeys. So it's kind of like the first step in the sequence of healing our nervous systems.
Beautiful. Okay, well, you're going to guide us, and I'm going to go ahead and go through this with the listener right now. So, whenever you're ready, Katarina, thank you so much.
I would just, before we begin, I would just like to remind everyone who was listening, who's been listening, that we are going into this with the intention of attention and with curiosity of, you know, if this feels weird, just kind of go with it. And be curious about this experience over the next 5 minutes or so. And just notice what you're noticing, and allow. This is one of the explorations, which is what we call in nervous system healing. It's not a prescriptive practice. It's an exploration. So just follow along and see how you feel, whether you feel any better, calmer, or the same. You know, that's also possible, but nothing shifts. So if you're seated on the chair, I think that might be a really good place to begin. Just begin by noticing, looking around in your most immediate environment, looking to your left or to your right, wherever your curiosity takes you, and see how fast your eyes are moving initially. Are they sort of darting around? If they are, that's okay. And just see if you can find an object that your eyes would like to land on for a little moment. Is there a color or a texture that you would like to just be with for a little bit longer? If there is something else that draws your attention, maybe you can move your eyes towards that. Just noticing what's in your immediate environment. Which objects bring you a sense of maybe calming, maybe a sense of soothing, that you are drawn towards, and see if you can allow that object to come towards you rather than you moving your eyes towards the object. So you can relax your eyeballs into your eye sockets. Maybe notice the muscles around your eyes and see if you can notice if there is any tension initially. And if there is, can you soften just a little bit? We're not looking for complete relaxation, but can you shift the tension just maybe 1% to a little bit softer as you're exploring the objects intricacies and details. Maybe there are shadows, maybe there are contrasting colors next to it. And as you are doing that, as you're looking at your external environment, begin to notice your physiology. And I would just draw your attention to maybe your breath. We are not changing your breathing. This is not necessary. We're not doing a breathing practice. I just want to draw your attention to your breathing, whether you can notice your breath going in and out of your nose, noticing whether you're breathing at all. Sometimes breath can be quite shallow, so just notice the quality of your breathing. And at the same time, see if you can have your attention on the object that you're looking at. And before we move closer to the body, I would like to just mention that what you're noticing is whether there is any physiological shift in your physical body as you are finding your way into this practice. Something to look out for is a spontaneous deeper breath, for example, or gargling in your tummy, more saliva in your mouth. And if these signs are signs that your nervous system might be shifting into more of a parasympathetic state of rest and digest, of that social connection. And if you're still able to follow on, then see if you can notice how your body contacts the chair that you might be sitting on. So how your pelvis is contacting the base of the chair, how your back is leaning against the back of the chair. Can you just notice the sensation of that contact? And also notice the contact that you might have with your feet on the ground. If you're not wearing shoes, or if you're able to just take them off for the moment, to notice the contact, sensation of the contact, whether it's a carpet or a different type of floor that you have underneath you. Can you feel the sensation of contacting the floor? Our feet are parts of our body through which we literally ground ourselves, our physical selves, and so is our pelvis. You might also be drawing your attention to how your skin is contacting your clothes that you are wearing. Can you feel parts of your body that have clothing on? What is that sensation like for you? Is it soft? Is it warm or cool? Can you describe it to yourself? And once again, just notice what's happening on the physiological level. What's happening with your breathing? Is there any sighing? Is there yawning? Are there any deeper breaths? There may be, there may not. It's all perfectly fine. This isn't about doing it right or wrong. This is about exploring and noticing your experience of this practice. And now for the final part of this exercise, I would like to bring you to, or introduce you to a containment practice, which helps us to calm nervous system arousal, that sympathetic activation, and also promote self-compassion. I will talk you through this. So if you place your right hand under your left armpit, just by the side of your heart space, and your left hand goes on your other arm, just underneath the shoulder or on your shoulder. Just have a feel what feels good. This is what we call a self-hold or a self-hug, if you like. And just we'll stay here for a minute or two as you keep noticing. You may close your eyes here just to get a little bit more into the body and the sensation and the shift that you might be experiencing from being in this containment practice. What does it feel like to be in this self-hold? You can experiment with tighter pressure with your hands, giving yourself a tighter hug. What does that feel like? You can soften the pressure of the arms. Just staying here for a moment or two and noticing any shifts in your breathing, any movement in the tummy. Always a good sign that there is a parasympathetic nervous system shift. And it is very common for tiredness to begin to show up as we go into containment practices, and that's okay. It is very normal when we have been functioning in the sympathetic state for a long time. When we come into the body and shift into the parasympathetic state, that we feel potentially how tired we actually are. And this is really good because you are connecting to how your body actually is, the true state of your energy levels. And this is also restorative, so it might also help you restore a little bit of energy. It really depends on where your nervous system is at and where your body is at. What is the level of depletion and what is the level of resiliency in your body? So we are very gently going to come back to our environment and come out of the self-hold. And just for the next 20 seconds, look around the room once again. And come back to the space that you're in. This eye-orienting practice that we started with and we're ending with reminds our nervous system that we are safe. We're safe, we're here, we are here now, and we are well and safe. Just notice whether your eyes are moving around, maybe slower now than when we first entered into this practice. I can see mine now. You're not speaking, but if you were speaking, you would also potentially notice that your voice calms. Our voice is also one of the ways that we can tell whether we are in sympathetic activation or in parasympathetic state. I can see my voice has certainly calmed and maybe deepened a little bit. And that concludes our practice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Katarina. As I went through that practice with you and with the listener, I mean, I was yawning and I definitely noticed some shifts, and now I'm starting to feel hungry. So I was feeling a little bit tired, and then some nice big deep breaths were coming on, and I'm feeling a sense of renewal, and it feels really lovely. And I thank you so much, and I appreciate your journey, and that it's brought you here, and that you've taken these steps to better understand it for yourself, so that you can heal your trauma and regulate your own nervous system, and that you're willing and able to share this with us. So I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for being here and for sharing this with the listener.
Thank you ever so much, Andryanna, for this opportunity. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation and doing the practice, and I'm pleased that your body has been able to experience a little bit of that shift into that parasympathetic state, and that you've connected to your hunger cues, which is fantastic.
All good things. Yeah. You can connect with Katarina by visiting the notes for this podcast episode. I invite you to join her next free workshop so that you can dive into this deeper for yourself and connect with her on a deeper level. And I invite you to share this with a friend, someone who maybe is feeling a lot of stress and overwhelm, or maybe is having chronic ailments and issues and could use this information to better their lives, to feel more ease and more joy in their days. If you enjoyed it, can you please rate this episode, write me a review on Apple Podcasts, and hey, why not share it to your socials? You can find me on LinkedIn. You can tag me on Instagram. My handle is Andryanna G. That's ANDRYANNAG. And until the next time, look to take good care of your mind, of your body, and of your emotions. This intrinsic, holistic process. Bye for now.